Oh my god, I think he's finally doing it. Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome to my newest Let's Play of Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. Final Fantasy X was created and developed by Squaresoft, now Square Enix, back in 2001 for the PlayStation 2. In 2002, it was re-released on the PlayStation 2 as Final Fantasy X International, adding in new bosses, new items, and new cutscenes based for the story. In 2013 and 14, the game was remastered and released for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita under the title Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. What the remaster does is it takes the original international version of the game and redid the graphics and redid the soundtrack to an orchestral soundtrack. In 2015, the HD Remaster was re-released for the PlayStation 4, adding in the option to revert back to the original soundtrack if you so wished. So, what version of the game will I be playing? I will be playing the original HD Remaster release on the PlayStation 3 because I do not own a PlayStation 4, so yeah. If I had a PlayStation 4, I would be doing that version because honestly, I prefer the original soundtrack over the HD Remasters one, just slightly, but that's just me. So, what's my history with Final Fantasy X? Final Fantasy X was the first ever numbered Final Fantasy game I ever played, if not the first Final Fantasy game I have recollection of ever playing. I played it around launch back in 2001 at a friend's house who had gotten the game because he was really interested in Final Fantasy. I had heard of Final Fantasy, but I had never played any of the games before. So when I ended up playing Final Fantasy X for the first time, I was pretty taken aback. I was jumping into something new that I didn't know if I would like or not, and the verdict was in. I ended up liking it. This is actually one of the games that originally convinced me to get a PlayStation 2, the other one being Kingdom Hearts. And I love this game. It's a fun game for me to play. But how will I be handling this project is probably what people are more interested in. So, Final Fantasy is a monstrous series with plethora of content to get and a plethora of side quests, mini games to play, and because I am a masochist, Roxas will be going for a good majority of it. I can't say I will be doing everything in this game because there are missable quests that I may end up doing, but I will be doing my best to go after everything that I can, including the hidden bosses that are inside this game. That will probably be later on, but for right now, we're going to be running through the story, getting everything we can for that moment. At the same time, I will be saying what type of sphere grid I will be using because the international version added in 2 sphere grids, an expert and a regular sphere grid. The regular sphere grid is the one that was in the base initial release of Final Fantasy X, and the expert one was added in for the international version. I will be playing with the original sphere grid because I'm going to need that in order to tackle the hidden bosses in this game, believe me. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359, and I welcome you all to the game that's been a long time coming on this channel, Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. See you all next time.